You're coming up to me, fire lighting up the sky. Feel the ground shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout.
My man Ho here
good, man?
at the camp. What's your thoughts about paperwork and bully game in general?
Honestly, it's not even about paperwork no more. It's about like breeding to the baddest dog, like what you like. Paperwork, there's so many different registries. UKC, everybody always says that UKC is always king. But honestly, to me, UKC is just nothing but a paper, like any other registry.
Right.
Like for me, some of the baddest dogs right now that you're gonna see and you're gonna breed to are not even under that registry.
Right.
So for me, if I'm a breed to a dog, I don't care which registry it's under, because I could register it to whatever paperwork that it's under, and I'll breed to what I like. So if I want something that's crazy, that's structure, color, something that's height, if it's not UKC, that's fine, you know, because paperwork is nothing but paper. You know, everybody buys a dog for how the dog looks like, not for the paper.
Exactly.
So that's how I look at it. That's how I feel about it. Like, you know, the paperwork means nothing to me. And I know a lot of people think differently, but that's how I feel. That's how I think. And that's where the bully community is going to right now.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel the same way, bro. Kudos to you, man.
Yep.
For sure.
For sure, man.
Hey guys, so yeah, in today's video, I just really wanted to talk to you guys pretty much about if papers matter in the bully world versus the Frenchie world, right? So yeah, I showed you guys that video first with Yang first, just because I do believe it's true, because he's a lot more experienced than when it comes to the bully world versus me. I can't teach you guys that knowledge because I'm not really sure, but I think I do have a generally good idea already because I've talked to plenty of people. But I just wanted to use Yang's video first to show you guys that, hey, papers don't matter in the bully world. And yeah, you guys were asking me about with papers and stuff, so I would just say I don't know. Let me talk to some people first about the papers and stuff. So yeah, let's actually talk about it. So as what Yang said, he says that papers, the reason why it doesn't matter no more, just because papers in the bully world 5-6 years ago, he was saying a lot of people were actually hanging papers. Like, when I mean by hanging papers, that means like faking papers, like faking paperwork wherever that dog comes from. Lots of people were actually breeding their studs or breeding their females to studs that were not registered, right? That were not registered. Or what you can also say as well as that lots of people were breeding to studs that that were also faked as well. Those studs were also faked as well. Their genetics does not really come from that dog, right? So it's so weird, like that dog is a mud or anything. So there's a lot of complications when it comes with like the papers in the bully world, you know, because before UKC, honestly, UKC kicked everybody out. Like now UKC has kicked everybody out because they know it's so obvious. Like dude, you have to do genetic testing. I don't know if UKC does genetic testing because I only do AKC. I know the standards and rules within AKC. Usually within like three breedings of a stud, they're gonna require genetic testing. They need their DNA profiling sent to the industry, the lab, to get a DNA test on that dog, right? Because it's getting that stud is getting used multiple times. So that's what I want to talk about today, just because as I said, I don't know UKC, but I do know AKC, and what I can say is that in the bully world now, that papers don't mean shit anymore. Honestly, like there's a lot of organizations like ABR, and then I'll just pull all these other ones, and I still don't know all of them. I think there's one called IBR as well. I think Interstate Bullies Registry or something like that, and ABR, American Bullies. There's a lot of damn registration when it comes with these types of with the bullies. So that's why, like, since there's like multiple now, I think if the dog looks good, the dog looks good. People want to breed to it, and if it doesn't have papers, nobody gives a shit anymore, man. In the bully words. See, like now with me, I was really surprised when I heard that in the Frenchie world, because in the Frenchie world, papers mean everything, and I'm pretty sure it was the same thing that happened when when it was back in the days when that UKC paperwork matters with everything, right? All the OGs or people that were breeding, like, oh, that dog's not registered, like, what the fuck, you know? And then there were people that were hanging papers, or people that were not breeding to studs that were not registered in the UKC. They were getting turned off, like, ugh, what the hell, like, why? They bash on those people. And then 5-6 years later today, everybody's breeding. It doesn't give a shit about paperwork now. So like, look at how the tides changed. Like, holy shit! Like, everything has changed now. And you know, can I say it's hypocritical? Not really, man. Trends change, and our values, our views, our philosophies change when it comes with the bullies and just dogs in general. Like my feelings will always change later on. Feelings that I feel today, you guys, could be changed later on. You never know. You never know. So that's why when I talk about a value, it might change. That's why I don't judge anybody when it comes with doing any type of business or their philosophies on breeding, because hey, I might just have to experience it myself and see if it works for them. It could possibly work for me, or I don't know. You never know. So that's what I would say. You guys don't always have to follow what I follow, what I think works in breeding, because you may do things that are like some breeders, or you guys might do things that are different from me and still be successful, right? So whatever works for you works for you. Whatever works for me works for me. So that's why it's so crazy now, like looking at the bully registry now, and nobody gives a damn shit when it comes to papers. So it's crazy how the tides has changed for real. See, now talking about more Frenchies, right? Frenchies in the world of Frenchies. Papers still to this day matter everything. Papers is everything. When somebody tells me that they're I remember asking for a stud service, and I always ask first, is the dog registered? What registry is it from? They say, oh, it's a really badass dog too. It's CKC or something like that, or UKC. Wait, is it UKC? Something on the other side of the world. That's all I knew, and I was just like, oh shit. So it turned me off too. I'm like, damn. I was like, I don't want to go through all that paperwork and registration and stuff. And what happens if it doesn't work, right? What happens if it doesn't work? And I can't fake papers too, because AKC requires DNA profiling and testing. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. So now, like, still, Frenchies, the Frenchie world and papers mean everything, because you have to get genetic testing now, you know, just now, because the bully registry today. See, I haven't experienced it yet, so I don't know if they do genetic testing, you guys. I don't know. You guys can comment down in the section below, or you guys can text me or call me saying, what do you guys go through with your bully registry? Is there any type of DNA testing or anything like that? Or is it just is it just putting the dog's picture in the fucking registry, and that's pretty much it? That's pretty much it. So I'm not sure. So, and yeah, it's so funny too, because in the Frenchies, as I said, papers mean everything. And then the reason why I love UKC, why I can understand why they kick those bullies out of the organizations, is because they really do respect the traditions of ethical breeding, right? Ethical breeding. There's no bullshit, no lies when it comes with the registration of their dogs. They really do take pride, right? And see, like, now it tells you that UKC actually really do care about their dogs, because the thing is, it's not about the money no more. You know, if they honestly did not give a shit, that they did not care that these bullies are here in their registry, there's more registrations to be made in their organizations, and more registry within a dog, within a litter, within anything, more paperwork coming in for them that they have to print off, or within their files of the computers. They make more money. That's honestly how they make money, you guys. So that's why I can respect UKC for doing that, because the thing is, it's not about the money. It's about ethical breeding and stuff like that. But hey, today, bullies, it's a new breed today. It honestly is a new breed today. And that's why with me, I love AKC, because within the Frenchie world, I don't think there will ever be a change of how Frenchies will be. I don't think they will ever kick Frenchies out, or just like how bullies are being made. Because bullies now, it's a breed. It's a known breed now. Like, it's actual a breed itself now. It's not like a mixed dog. It's actually a breed. A bully. Exotic bullies, pocket bullies, you know, XL bullies, classic. There's lots of different classes of bullies, and that's what makes the bully world so profound and so amazing. So I just wanted to add this real quick to the beginning of this video. Also, I wanted to talk about that also, like, the reason why I like AKC so much is because I know that if they were to ever ask me, because they already do, wherever my dogs, genetic testing, DNA testing for my dogs, I know my dogs are legit. Some of you guys have asked me, hey bro, are your dogs full breeded Frenchies? And they say no disrespect, and I understand. It's no disrespect. I appreciate you guys asking me if my dogs are full bred Frenchies, because they're not your ordinary Frenchies, for real. That just tells me that they are not your ordinary Frenchies, and they're just badass fucking dogs, you know. And there's gonna be people that are gonna doubt, or not doubt me. There's gonna be people that talk shit about my dogs, saying, oh, they're mutts, they're mixed. But I know to myself that when I'm breeding these dogs, that they are full-blooded Frenchies. They're selectively bred Frenchies to look like that a certain way, a bully-looking type of Frenchie, muscular, wide, strong-looking, and just cute, man. Just badass motherfucking dogs. And you know, it tells me that, hey, I am doing something right. And when them haters say that my dogs are not functional, even though they're functional, they can run, they can tug of war, they can do everything. It just tells me, hey, I'm doing something right. So that's why with AKC, I love AKC. I love it when organizations are really strict, because the thing is, as long as that I am following their guidelines and their rules of what they ask within their organizations, I know that all my shit is legit. All my shit is legit, which is why I don't give a shit when they need DNA testing, because I know my dogs are legit. I know my dogs come from this and stuff like that. You guys always ask me too, like, some of you guys ask me, like, hey, is your bullies full breed Frenchies? I say yes they are. Yes they are. And you guys can DNA test, like, hey, they actually really do come from this bloodline, and they're just genetically selected, like selective breeding on just the bully built type of Frenchies, just white stance, muscular, big ass forearms and stuff like that. So it's funny when you guys, you know, ask me if my Frenchies are full built, like, or full breeded Frenchies, and I always say yes they are. You know, it's no disrespect to me. You guys always say, yeah, no, not to disrespect, but is your Frenchies full bred? I say yes they are. So it's quite funny. So, and even people were bashing Vegeta. I always get them haters here and there. So hey, if they're not bashing me or my Frenchies and saying that they're unhealthy or they can't walk or what the fuck's wrong with the structure, hey, it just tells me that I am doing something right with the structure of my dogs, and I love them all. I love them all, and fully functional, healthy. That's when I'm stacking them up. They look really like crazy, but you know, when they're just on the daily basis, they're just running, walking around, just playing with me, they look like normal dogs, for real. But yeah, that's the full potential of my dogs. They look perfect, amazing dogs to me, and hopefully you guys can join in the journey with me. If this is your first time actually coming into my channel, leave a like, subscribe. I do a lot of puppy whelping videos that you should be able to learn, and a lot of good tips that I learned from everybody else, and hopefully you can try to learn how to puppy whelp my way and see my journey when it comes with the bullies, as I am just starting out. Gonna be at least 1 more year before I actually start breeding bullies, and it should be fun. So I'm still trying to find a candidate, find a top stud. I've seen the best of the best already. I have 5 in mind. I might have some more, but hey, I'm doing research on those studs to see if they are producers. Will they click well with Momo or stuff like that? So there's a lot of research doing to be done, and then after that I will be locking in. But for me, I don't really care about locking in. You know, if she's close to being ready to be bred, then that's when I'll lock in. But I don't like to hold lock-ins for about 6 months, a year. You know, that's when I finally decide. Even though the stuff fee goes up, I don't really give a shit. So that's pretty much it. I need to start ranting. That's pretty much it about pay-per-view, guys, and love you guys so much. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content, and yeah, so yeah, like and subscribe, and that'd be pretty much it. Love you guys. Let's go.